Hey guys, Tanya here, ready for our lunch date. I think I'm within the time, so I think we're good today. Yes, 20 to 1. So today's a little bit better. So I had a topic for us to talk about today. And the topic I want to talk about is marriage. Sometimes not a very easy subject for some people to talk about, but don't forget, hey Rosie, don't forget to click share because I'm sure there is at least one person that's on your Facebook that could utilize this video and get something from it. So, marriage. Okay, where do I start? No relationship is easy, okay? And everything takes work, right? I'm sure all of you on here with me can agree that a marriage or a relationship takes work, right? But the trick is you need to find the person worth doing the work and putting the work in. You need to find the person that is willing to help you through hard times. You need to find the person that is willing to laugh at your flaws. You need to find the person that is willing to hold your hand through the hardest times in your life, or be that shoulder to cry on, or hold your hair back when you need to throw up. You need to find the person, hey Susan, that is worth working for. It took me a while, but I got there. I found him. Actually, he found me. But it makes all the difference in the world when you have the right person that you're fighting for and you're working for. Because let's just be honest. Let's be real. This is going to be I'm going to be real. And I'm just going to be blunt. And I'm just going to put things out there and I'm just going to say it today. Relationships aren't easy. You have two opposite people, totally different people. You might have some things in common. You might do some things alike. Hey, Natalie, you might like a lot of the same things, but you're two totally different people cut from totally different cloths, right? Came from two different walks of life. So you are not going to be the same on everything. He's going to do things differently than you do. He's going to show love differently than you do. She's going to do things differently than you. She's going to show love differently. And it might not be an acceptable way to get that love or show that love for you. Hey, Christy, how are you? So, for me, it's all about finding the right person that is worth fighting for. And what I mean by fighting for, really working for, because sometimes we have to fight within our own minds, because sometimes a lot of our old relationship baggage will come back if one particular thing might happen and it might trip that memory, and then you might go right back to that old person that was in that old relationship, and you might second guess yourself, you might second guess your spouse, you might, whatever it may be. It's not always easy, and sometimes there's a fight that needs to be put. Sometimes there's always work. It's daily work that needs to be put in, because you have to be taking into consideration the other person's feelings, the other person's emotions, if they had a bad day, if they had a good day. Hey, Natalie, how are you? So for me, thank God I have the person that's worth all that work. I have the person that is worth all the conversations that need to be, hey Kathy, that need to be had. Open communication is such a big thing with marriage. Just, hey John, still got my nails going. They're getting redone on Wednesday. But you just really have to want to put the work in. And if you don't, you probably shouldn't be in a relationship, because it's not easy. Everybody has to put a little bit in. And it's not a one-way street either. It's a two-way street, and both people need to put 100%. I'm sure if I ask most of you here that are on here with me, that what is the percentage that everybody should give in a relationship, and not just a husband and wife relationship, not just a significant other relationship, but friendships, like any type of relationship. I bet you immediately you all think 50-50, right? Immediately. Christy, I was reading that. I figured you meant you're good, not you're old. Everybody automatically goes to, oh yeah, it's a 50-50 thing. It's a two-way street. So, it's not. Yes, it's a two-way street. But each person needs to put 100% in. There's no 50-50. There's no 60-40. There's no 70-30. Each person needs to be giving 100% of themselves into the relationship. If you're the one giving 70 and they're giving 30, you need to sit down and figure this out and figure out where their other 70% is lacking. You both, and where your 30% is lacking. You both should be giving 50-50 at all times. Mother-daughter relationship, father-daughter relationship. It doesn't matter. Each side of any relationship should be giving 100%. Not just in a marriage. But it's never a one-way street. And if it is, that's when you need to sit down and reflect. That's when you really need to sit down and do a pros and cons and figure out if you are on the right path in your life. But it's work, guys. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. And yes, Kathy, you have to give your all. Give your 100% in anything you choose to do in life. So you chose to marry that person. You chose to say till death do us part. You chose to say that you will honor them. So you need to do that at 100%. Not at 70, not at 30, not at 50, 100%. And yes, even if they can't give 100%, say they're ill or say they have something going on and you know that they can only give you 80 at that time, you're willing to accept because of what they're going through that you're going to have 20% less. So you still give 100% and let them know that you were there and that you love them and that you're going to be there for them. That is marriage. That is true love. That is what everybody should be striving to find. So that's all I really wanted to talk to you guys about today. You know, I've had some struggles going on, and, you know, just to know that I have Alex's support and that he's there for me, and he will hold my hand and he'll let me cry on his shoulder. He'll let me scream. He'll let me do whatever I need to do. Just knowing that I have that, that's why marriage has been in my mind today, and why it's been my thought of what I wanted to talk about. So, like I said, make sure you share this, because I'm sure there's one person on your Facebook that if you share it, it'll touch them. It might give them that aha moment, or it might make them realize, man, I'm slacking. I'm only giving 70%, and he or she deserves 100% of me. But make sure you're giving the ones you love 100% of you. Make sure you're giving them the support. Make sure you're there for them. And make sure you're doing everything you can to show them how much you care. Love you guys. Bye.